Well, I'm not happy about the fact that we're destroying a beautiful celebration of the Feast of Corpus Christi. And I only say that because this news that I share with you tonight is challenging and difficult. And it can, if we allow it to take the focus off of the Eucharist itself. And that we cannot allow, and that we cannot do. And before I get into what I'm about to say to you, I want us to remember the Salesian tradition of St. Francis de Sales in living within the context of the present moment. And yes, this is challenging and difficult and very hard. There's no bulletin down in the back tonight for a reason. Because within the bulletin, you'll get them after Mass. Within the bulletin is a letter which I had signed the letter. It's not my letter. It's the words of someone else to communicate to you what I'm about to say. And I refuse to read the letter because it's insulting on my part to communicate this difficult news to you in that way. So it is in there, and I did sign it, and you can read it at your leisure. But I am going to take the most important part of this message from this little letter and read it to you directly. This is from the Archdiocese. At the conclusion of this process, of this consolidation in the Vatican meetings, and as a result, St. Joe Parish, along with St. Joan of Arc and Madre del Rosa, will merge with Holy Innocents to form a new parish effective July the 1st, 2013. Everyone will attend Mass at the current Holy Innocents Church. And for the time being, St. Joe St. Joan of Arc, and Madre del Rosa church buildings will still be maintained as worship sites for weddings, for funerals, and feast days. Sunday Mass will be celebrated at the worship site, at the discretion of the pastor, who will be Father Higgins. And that is at his discretion. In other words, there may be one Mass celebrated here on a Sunday for the period of 1 year, but that is at the total discretion of Father Higgins and the newly formed parish council. In addition, the parish assets, the finances of this parish, our checking account, our savings account, our trust fund, the lease that will begin July 1st in our school, which have brought to us $25,000 a month. The lease and the program next door in the convent, that asset, along with the asset, we have 3 leases. So all of our assets will go to the newly formed parish of Holy Innocents. The buildings will go under the direction of Holy Innocents as well. The sacramental records dating back to 1845 of baptisms, weddings, confirmations, and the sick register. Everything done here for these 168 years sacramentally will go to Holy Innocents. So therefore, this will begin July 1st, and the closing Mass for St. Joachim's will be on June 30th, Sunday at 10:30. And I have decided we would just have one Mass on that weekend. Obviously, there would be no Saturday evening vigil Mass on the 29th. There will be no Sunday morning Mass at 8 o'clock, and there will be no confessions on that weekend. So the total focus would be the closing Mass on June 30th at 10:30. Father Greenfield, the Albay Provincial, is made him aware of what has been handed down to us from the Archdiocese. And sadly, the wonderful tradition of the Oblates of St. Francis de Sales, ministering to you for 35 years, will come to an end. So I'm presently building up my momentum to give the final homily on the 30th. And it includes the spirit of what is at work here. So this is a decision ultimately of the Archbishop, and he has, along with others, have decided to close St. Joachim, to close Monte della Rosa, and close St. Joan of Arc. It will no longer be a Catholic community church parish within Frankfurt. So the parish would then be the parish of Holy Innocents. So that's where that stands. So there's going to be a lot of discussion on this as we go forward, and I will pass along to you the best I can any good information that will help us with this. There's a team of people, Pat Bob Smiley here, along with Jacob, who will be involved with the diocese to set up as a transition team with Holy Innocents to help smooth transition come together. I'm not going to participate in that, and I'll leave that into the capable hands of our folks here from the parish. I can't stand up here and tell you yet what's happening to me because I don't really know officially yet. So I will be fine. I will definitely be fine, but my concern is you.